Fair Use Daily Reflections. This is a book of reflections by AA members for AA members. June 13th. Living Our Amends. Years of living with an alcoholic is almost sure to make any wife or child neurotic. The entire family is, to some extent, ill. Alcoholics Anonymous, page 122. It is important for me to realize that as an alcoholic, I not only hurt myself, but also those around me. Making amends to my family and to the families of alcoholics still suffering will always be important. Understanding the havoc I created and trying to repair the destruction will be a lifelong endeavor. The example of my sobriety may give others hope and faith to help themselves. Courage to Change One Day at a Time in Al-Anon, June 13th. In step 11, I seek to improve my conscious contact with God through prayer and meditation. How I do this is completely up to me. Perhaps I become more conscious of a higher power when I look for signs of guidance in the people around me or in the events and unexplained coincidences of my life. Or perhaps I seek this power further away from the world of logic and reason. I might look for answers through my feelings or my instincts or my dreams. Maybe I pursue a more traditional spiritual path. Or I can decide to keep myself open to all of these possibilities. Whatever path I choose, I know I must keep trying as often as I can to follow the course offered to me by my higher power. Only in this way I can be confident of my actions. Only in this way can I find the courage to change. Today's reminder: I will take time to clear my mind of unnecessary, hurried thoughts. There seems to be a limited amount of space in my mind until I do. But when I clear this clutter away, the space becomes limitless and the guidance I am truly willing to accept comes through. There is a quote from The Dilemma of the Alcoholic Marriage, and it reads, "The spiritual exercise suggested by the 11th step is a powerful force for good in our lives. Let me not ever think I have no time for it." Just for today, Daily Meditations for Recovering Addicts. June 13th. A Full Life. The program works a miracle in our lives. We become free to live. Basic text, page 11. Most of us, if we've been in recovery for any length of time at all, have heard some member complaining in a meeting about being terribly overworked, too busy for meetings or sponsorship or other activities. In fact, we may have been the complaining member. The days seem so full: job, family, and friends, meetings, activities, sponsorship, step work. There just aren't enough hours in the day. The member complains, to get everything done and meet everyone's demands on my time. When this happens, usually there's soft laughter from some of the other members, probably members who had planned to grumble about the same sort of thing. The laughter stems from our recognition that we are complaining about the miracle of the life that is ours today. Not so long ago, few of us were capable of having any of these problems in our lives. We devoted all of our energy to maintaining our active addiction. Today, we have full lives, complete with all the feelings and problems that go with living in reality. Just for today, I will remember that my life is a miracle. Instead of resenting how busy I am, I will be thankful my life is full. Today, Emotions Anonymous, June 13th. Reflection for today. The thought of changes in my life used to fill me with dread. I felt uncertain and insecure when I realized my old patterns would not be the same. Now the thought of change is exciting. My life would be so dull and uninteresting if I never tried a new way of doing things or never accepted a challenge. I could not grow if I did not step out with faith to do more and be more than I thought I could do or be. Challenges fill my life with excitement. Sometimes I cannot meet the challenge, but I know new ones will keep coming, which I probably can meet. There is a joy in anticipation of learning, feeling, and experiencing new ways of living and growing. Meditation for today. I know you are with me through every change, and I expect, accept, and give thanks for the change. Today I will remember life is for living and growing, no matter what my age. Strengthening my recovery. Meditations for adult children of alcoholics, dysfunctional families. Trait 7, June 13th. We get guilt feelings when we stand up for ourselves instead of giving in to others. BRB, page 15. As children, many of us felt we were always wrong. Our parents, caretakers were quick to point out our mistakes and seldom, if ever, pointed out what we did right. As adults, we approach many problems, still with the assumption we are wrong. With that comes the assumption that others must be right. When asked our opinion, we often vacillate, attempting to read the face of the person we're speaking to so we can decide which response matches their opinion. Sound exhausting? It is. In ACA, we learn about boundaries, that they need to be both communicated and upheld. So we start setting boundaries. But then comes the hard part, enforcing them. When we try to do so, we may immediately feel guilty, start second guessing ourselves, and fear the other person will now think less of us. The guilt can undermine our recovery. But with the help of our higher power and our fellow travelers, we learn to get past those feelings and stand up for ourselves. It's a process with some trial and error, but as we experience success, we start to feel empowered to be the person we were always meant to be. The affirmation reads, on this day, I know any guilt I feel for not giving in to others will pass, and my recovery will be strengthened by my ability to value myself. I am Day. DAA are my initials of DHB, which stands for Devotion, Health, and Beauty Recovery Network. Please share, subscribe, like, and most of all, be the you that you are created to be, one day at a time. And remember that you are not alone.